And welcome into Getting Help from Uncle Sam, or in the state of Alabama, we call it Getting Help from Anti-Alabama. Because basically we are more concerned about the state of Alabama, and in the year 2022 we're going to see a race for some of the high offices in the state. One of them is the governor of the state of Alabama. On the Republican side, we have with us today the candidate, Lindy Blanchard. Lindy, you've done a lot of things around the world.
Yes, sir.
And now you're going to come home and want to do some things here. And it seems like every day we hear in the state of Alabama, violence, violence, violence.
Yes.
Is there anything that as governor can be done to really address violence on a statewide basis?
100%. When I served for President Trump as ambassador, and that's the only time I lived out of the state of Alabama, I had to be vetted to do the job. And I feel like as governor, when people are being flown in from other countries, and when I travel the world, I have to, people have to know when I'm arriving in another country, where I'm staying, and when I'm leaving. And I think the United States and Alabama especially, we need to know who's in our state. And when someone's being dropped off, like from Afghanistan, when we had the 10 refugees dropped off from Afghanistan, we need to know their background. And
Absolutely.
it only takes one bad apple to really mess up an environment, like in the 9/11 event. And we need to vet our people that are being dropped off.
Are we able in the state of Alabama to actually say, okay, you're here in the United States illegally, so obviously you're in the state of Alabama illegally.
Yes.
We do not want you in the state of Alabama. Can we take you to, hate this, be this way about Mississippi, can we take you to the Mississippi border and say, okay, now you go, now it's your problem. What can actually anything be done?
I think what we need as a governor is a strong partnership with our federal partners, meaning our senators, to be able to make those partnerships in law enforcement and on how we can strengthen together how we deal with refugees or just illegals coming from across the border. We need to focus on mental health of these people. Most of them are drug pushers.
Yes.
And coming from Mexico right now, and we need to have some type law enforcement agency that focuses directly in that arena, because we have an issue in Alabama, especially North Alabama, where we are the corridor. We have they're coming directly from Mexico straight into Alabama, and we need to do something about that.
Well, and you know, nationally we have immigration laws on the books.
Yes.
They're there. But nobody's enforcing anything. It seems like they become very lackadaisical about it. You know, I'm a full-blooded Italian. My family came from Italy. They were immigrants, but they had to do it the right way. And it seems like now you do it any way you want to do it.
And it's only in the United States, though. It's not across the world. The world protects, the other countries protect their borders.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
That was part of my job when I was ambassador in Slovenia. We partnered with Slovenia on protecting borders. So, you know, the world protects their borders. We should too.
Absolutely. Keep everything the way it needs to be.
Yes.
That's right. We hear it a lot about mandates. And a governor, and it's almost become a dirty word, mandate. A governor or a mayor or some official can issue mandates. How do you feel about mandates in general? And if you were governor, how would they be used?
Okay, so you saw me take a deep breath on that.
Okay, that's all right. That's all right.
Because working in a former socialist country
that
is having a very difficult time coming out of socialism.
Now, as we speak.
Yes. Any mandate is the fringe of socialism. So the job of a governor is to be that first line of defense against federal overreach and for the people of Alabama in the area as well of mandates in your state on any type overreach. And to me, mandates are overreach. It should be personal choice,
Yes.
and it's our freedoms. Those are our God-given rights.
Well, Lindy, thank you so much for being with me. And if somebody wants more information about you, the campaign, and your thoughts on different things, tell our viewers what they need to do.
Just go to BlanchardForGovernor.com and you can look up anything about me. Reach out any point and ask for questions or suggestions, and I look forward to meeting and greeting all the people in the state.
And if you do go to the site, you will give them a call back and talk to them if they have a
Yes.
concern about something.
Yes, I
And that's
want to hear the voice of the people.
Absolutely, and they want to hear your voice.
Thank
Very
you, sir.
important too.
Thank you.
So remember this, the election's right around the corner. The primary, the election's not till November, but the primary, where we will choose the person that will represent the Republican Party in the general election. Do your homework, go to their sites, find out everything you can about them, because it's not just a pretty face, it's got to be a beautiful heart. And we'll be right back right after this.